welcome to the Nellie and Eve podcast. I'm Helen and I'm the owner and dyer behind Nellie and Eve Plant Dyed Yarns, and you're very welcome here. I have been away for ages, the best part of the summer. I've been busy doing things, and this is just a little episode to show you some of the things that I've been doing and to talk about some future plans and things that are happening next week. So if that is for you, then please grab yourself a cosy drink and perhaps a craft project of your choice, and we'll get going. So hello, I'm really sorry that I've been away for so long. Time just got away with me, and we've had the most beautiful summer. I've been dyeing yarn through most of it in my beautifully newly furbished dye shed, which got a little bit warm in places, I won't lie. But we are all back up and running. And actually today you find me back in my studio after having these wonderful windows put in. You'll see from the previous episode what the reno that was happening. It's not quite finished. I haven't got roof lights in yet, but I am back in here working. I guess the roof lights may have to wait because weather situation. I am not going to complain about rain. We have had loads of it over the last week. In fact, my hair, just walking over to the studio, I've just been caught in a shower. But we really needed it, so I am not going to moan about it. Some of my neighbours, actually, their wells ran dry, so it's a big thing here, rain, and we have had lots of it. It's making up for it. But yeah, so weather permitting with the roof windows. But anyway, I'm in here. I've painted the side windows. Let's see if I can show you. They were grey. We can't see those now really. And I've painted those with a special paint, and vice versa outside. So my bargain windows have worked out really well, and that is my view, which I'm so happy about. Can you believe that this used to be a wall? I mean, what was I thinking? So I now have a beautiful view down our field to the valley and beyond, although as you can see, you can't really see very much of it today. There's lots of rain clouds moving around. But anyway, so I'm back in and I've been busy. So it's autumn. Pumpkin spice candle is lit. I lit it on the 1st of September. Now, I may have gone too early on this, but I'm a candle nut, as you, if you've been seeing me here for a while, you'll know that I'm a candle nut. And what the excuse is, it's September. I'm saying it's autumn. The weather has turned autumnal. The leaves are falling off the trees. Everything's turning. It's beautiful. It is my season. It's my very favourite season. And so why wait? Why not enjoy it and embrace the new season as it comes in? So that's what I'm doing. So happy autumn, everyone, if you're in the UK. So yeah, so things have been happily busy. I am getting ready for Yarn Festival next weekend at Farnham. I have been there before, and it's a great event. Unravel Autumn this time round, and so you can see the studio's full of yarn that I'm ready to twist up, wind up, and label. So it's kind of all systems go here. It takes quite a lot of work to get a yarn festival together, because you have to dye up so much of your product and take it all with you. It's good fun, and it's great. It'll be great to see everyone again there. So yeah, so that's kind of what's happening here. what am I wearing? Well, I will talk about this. I've talked at length about this in the previous episode, but this is the Gleniff sweater by lovely Tania Barley of the Woolbarrow. I love this sweater, and guess what? It's sweater weather here now, so I can actually wear it without being boiling hot. It's a wonderful pattern, and I loved it so much that I've cast on a second sweater. So this will take you smoothly on to my work in progress. It is nearly finished, but not quite. So this is my second version of the Gleniff. But what I've done is I have not done the extra colour work pattern motif on the body. I've just decided to keep it plain. I am on one arm here. I'm not going to try it on because I want to keep my needles in, because I am on a mission to get this finished before Unravel next week. So I'm halfway through the first sleeve. Do you reckon I can finish it? I'm going to try. But you know what? I mean, I'm going to take it with me even if I haven't finished it, because I think it's too lovely not to show. I love the colours. I just love it. And this yarn, well, this will take me on to something else. So I will talk about that in 2 ticks. But yeah, this is the Gleniff. And yeah, you can see nearly done half a sleeve. Yes, I use DPNs for my sleeves. I just can't get on with Magic Loop. I've really tried, and I just get ladders all the way through it. And I just prefer knitting on DPNs. So that is my method of choice for a sleeve, and indeed for a neckline. I don't know if that's what you do. Let me know if you do. I haven't found a lot of people that do DPN necklines. I just have a terrible habit of stretching the neckline out if I use a magic loop. So I don't bother. I just use DPNs. I'm in control of how it looks, and I find it really works. So you let me know if you're a DPN user for sleeves and necklines. But oh, it's lovely. Look at the colours. Look at that. So, should I talk about the yarn? Yeah, why not? This yarn it's actually in the shop now as Gleniff sweater kits, but it will be coming to this shop at my next update, which is the 27th of September, as just standalone skeins, so not the kit. But this is so gorgeous. So this is Shetland, 100% Shetland, from my neighbour's pet Shetland sheep. They live less than a mile across the way from me, and I have got the lovely dark, because obviously lovely Shetland sheep are all different colours, and so I pick out all of the different colours and make batches of dark chocolate. I made a batch of the oatmeal, and then I have a mid grey as well, which is kind of all of the other colours mixed up together, and when it's spun it comes out beautiful mid grey. So just 1 minute, I will go and I'll get the skeins to show you. Just bear with me. Right, so here are the skeins, here just as they are. So this is the Gleniff sweater kit, but this is the dark chocolate. Let me just get it out here. Oh my goodness, this yarn is just so beautiful. We have dark chocolate, which is the most beautiful dark brown with some flecks of other colour in it. Oh my goodness. it is a delight. Let me see that. Is that gonna? There you go. And this is oatmeal. Again, it has that beautiful oatmeal colour, but there's a little bit of other colour coming through it as well. So it's not solid, it's just delicious. And then mid-grey, which is already in my shop. This has been, not particularly this clip, but the lovely mid-grey Shetland has been with us for a while as my limited edition. And so I have a new batch of all three. These two guys are new. Ah, aren't they gorgeous? The beautiful thing about this, other than the fact that it's 100% locally sourced yarn from Wales, is that it comes in natural, and I've also dyed up some colours too. It's a 4-ply fingering weight yarn, but it's also really good for socks. So it's spun with ever so slight extra twist in it. So it's a really good sock yarn too. Oh, so that is coming to the shop update on the 27th of September. But I had to make this out of it, and I'm so pleased. It looks like it might be a bit wider, a bit bigger than the one I'm wearing, but I don't think that matters. It's going to be one of those lovely cozy sweaters that you just pull on over everything, and it's like an instant hug. I think that's the kind of sweater it is, and that's really what I want for autumn winter. So that's really what I've been doing knitting wise. I am a one project only kind of a girl, so I haven't got anything else on the needles because I really want to finish this for my festival. So if you're coming along, you may or you may not find it finished. Let's see how I go. So that's it with the knitting projects and Unravel and the kits. What else has been happening? Well, so we had a beautiful summer, a bit hot in places, like I say, but my dye garden finally came into its own. Now it took a while. I was a bit worried about it, but suddenly it was blooming, and I'll put some footage of it here. I harvested loads of calendula and borage and marigolds and all sorts of other things. And I decided to do a really lovely bundle dye yarn, which I've called Pressed Flowers. So I will put a little video of the dye garden as it was in the summer, because it's a bit soggy now, and the Pressed Flowers yarn. So bundle dyed means that all the petals are rolled into the yarn, and it's gently steamed, and the effects are very random and beautiful, and it's like sort of unrolling parcels and presents. So this is what I got. So this is my Pressed Flowers. Let me show you. Gosh, there's such a variant in the colours that they are picked up. I mean, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? They're just absolutely divine. Really beautiful, variegated, pretty yarn with all the colours in it. This is on my Dales 50/50 base, which I absolutely love. This yarn, as it is for a shawl or a sweater, but I actually think that you could use this with maybe a semi-solid and use it in a colour work. maybe even one of these, so that you get the flecks of different colour going through. I mean, it isn't, the colour is random, but I actually think that that would be really lovely. So I had really great fun doing this. All of the colour that I used was picked from my dye garden, which is what it was all about to start with. And it's never going to be my major supplier of dye plants, but the things that I do grow, I can just incorporate into different colours, into different colourways. I mean, to be able to use 100% grown flowers, I'd probably need at least that field's worth. And I don't want to become a flower farmer, as well as a sheep farmer, a dyer, a knitter. You know, the list is endless. So it was just a really lovely way to use the ingredients, the plants. And I had a really lovely time gathering them and picking them. The weather was warm. The butterflies absolutely loved the plants. So they're very happy, as were the bees. And it was just a very gentle activity to enjoy just because. And so to have this wonderful effect afterwards too is just almost an added bonus. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing with and experimenting with over the summer. That yarn is actually in the shop as well at the moment, and it will be coming with me to Unravel, as well as some of this lovely yarn that I've done on the base that this Gleniff sweater is made from. This is BFL Massam, a 75-25 blend. I name it the British Wool collection because that's British. It is British wool. And I am going to have a restock of this colour that went really well, that I call Gorse. It's a greeny, brown, yellow, hay, gorsey kind of a colour, which is so super. It goes with everything, and I'm not surprised that lots of you loved it. So that's coming with me to Unravel. Oh, and loads of other things too. But yeah, so that's kind of it with the knitting and my Unravel plans. And again, I'll do the pressed flowers at the end so that you get to see all of that work. And then a couple of other things that I wanted to mention was that I touched on the Christmas sock box that I'm doing this year instead of an advent. And I wanted to just give you a little bit more info on that, because I have seen the pattern that lovely Rachel from Twin Set and Pearl has designed for the sock. There is a pattern that comes in the box. It will be exclusive. It's not going to be launched with Twin Set and Pearl until well into the new year. So if you did want to get a Christmas sock box, you will get the pattern first, and it is lovely. She has designed a sock that uses all of the elements of all the yarn, not absolutely all of the yarn in the box because you get a lot of yarn, but she's used all the colours, and it's just gorgeous. So what will you get? Well, the base of the yarn is going to be in the Shetland. Now that isn't a spoiler, but that's all I'm going to say. So it's going to be, I think it's about 300 grams of yarn in total, which is a huge amount, especially if you're a sock knitter. But as I've just kind of talked about with this yarn, it doesn't have to be just for socks. So you could use it in a shawl, or you could incorporate the yarn into something else. Bear with me, I have got some fibre in my throat. Excuse me. You will also get a couple of goodies that I haven't put out there. I'm not going to say, but they are just gorgeous. And a handmade wool Christmas stocking for you to hang up on your mantelpiece or bedpost or wherever. And you can pop all the yarn in there and pick one out a day if you wish. But I'm not going to wrap it, so the choice is yours. It will come hopefully in the Christmas stocking, so you can have a whole surprise if you want to. You can choose when you open it. It doesn't have to be at Christmas, although, you know, a Christmas stocking and Christmas Day is kind of a thing, I guess. But if you wanted to open it, it's entirely up to you. Nothing will be numbered or labelled as to what day you have to open it. That's all. I just wanted it to be a little bit more free and easy, a little bit less structured. I hope that's okay with you, and I hope that's what you like. Let me know if you prefer numbering. Just let me know. If you've done Advents in the past, what did you like about them, and what would you have preferred or done done differently? These things, you know, I work it out, and I think, you know, these things are what I'd like, but I'd like to know what you like too, obviously. So yeah, the boxes are due to go out in November, early November, so that across the world they can be shipped, and you will get them for the Christmas. I have said the word many times on this episode now, the Christmas season, holiday season, call it what you will. But yeah, you've got to get it in time for December at least, right? And then maybe you want to use the yarn to knit socks for your Christmas. The choice is yours. You will also get a printed pattern, so don't download codes, no going here, there and everywhere. The pattern will come in the box printed for you, so that's yours to keep forever. So that is the Christmas box. They are online now, and they're going really well. There are only a few left, and I have limited them because my lovely friend Lindsay, who is making the Christmas stockings, can only make so many before possibly she goes a bit crazy. And we want it to be a small exclusive box that is a bit of a treat too. So that is the Christmas box. I talked a little bit about shipping worldwide, so I might as well say it on here too. If you don't know about US shipping and tariffs, then because I've talked about it on Instagram a lot, and actually I had an interview about it as well, which was a bit random. I might talk about that in a minute. But importantly, there have been tariffs that have been brought in from the US, and I'm not going to give any more talk. I'm not going to give any airspace to who has brought them in, which means that tariff is 10% from the UK to the US for total purchases. I had to pause for a little while whilst Royal Mail, my preferred shipping company, sorted out their system, but I'm really pleased to say that that is back up and running, and I can ship to the US. And in fact, I've tested it out with my beautiful friend who lives in New York, and it is all good to go. You will see a total cost as normal if you're purchasing from the US. You will then see a sales tax. I can't change the wording of that at the moment due to my website platform not having the facility for some reason. So it's called sales tax, but that sales tax is not what US customers understand sales tax to be. It is the 10% tariff. I'm really sorry that it's happened, and I'm really sorry that I've tried to absorb as much as I can, but some of the cost I can't absorb. And so it is something that you will need to pay up front. That's the good news. You won't have any nasty surprises when the goods get imported into the US. All the duties are paid up front at checkout, so you know that's it, nothing else to pay. And like I say, goods are being shipped now. It's all open and it's all up and running. I'm maybe sure, maybe there might be some teething problems, but it's one of the reasons why I've put my shop update to the 27th of September, because I'm feeling like that might have enough time for everything to have been bedded in. I think it's going to be quite busy in US customs, because this isn't just the UK, this is worldwide. But yeah, it's a weird one. It's something that does affect me and my business a lot, and I really value you, my lovely customer in the US. So I do hope that you're able to happily shop again with us. I say us, it's just me. I don't know why it's an us. Anyway, yeah, so that's US shipping. It's all up and running. It's there, and it's all upfront duty paid. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. I got interviewed by the BBC about this. The most random, yeah, I will talk about it because it's just been the most bizarre week, really bizarre. When did it come out? I think it came out, yeah, just under a week ago. This is how bizarre social media works, right? I put a post up on someone else was asking a question on their Instagram. So I replied, talking about shipping and that UK customers were pausing rather than not shipping again, because that's definitely not what we are doing. We are definitely shipping to the US, and thought nothing of it. And randomly, a BBC journalist saw it, called me up, got in touch with me, and asked me some questions about it. Didn't really think much else about it. She said it was going to go on the BBC News website. Oh God, how naive I was. I don't get my news from an app, from the BBC website, for instance. I just don't do that. I usually listen to the news on the radio. And if there's anything that I think I need to know more about, I will look at the news. But I don't really do that very often because, quite honestly, and tell me if you do this too, the news, I'm not burying my head in the sand, but the news is so desperately awful. And there's only so much I can do, and I do as much as I can. But some of it just kind of comes into your space, and it's almost like it kind of gets under your skin, and can make you feel, it makes me feel quite awful. Sometimes upset, a lot of anger and angst, and I don't need that in my life. And that's not to say that the news isn't important, because it is, but I don't need to see it all the time. That's what I'm getting at, really. You let me know if that's something that you do too. So, anyway, consequently, long story short, is that I just didn't think anything of it. And then this little piece came out about me and some others, it wasn't just me, talking about how the tariff will affect their business in the UK. And I got all of these text messages, loads of my friends texting me, and wonderful support, I have to say. I got loads of emails from US offering support, offering solutions, business companies offering shipping solutions. I got numerous other BBC departments wanting to talk to me, audio interview me, and live TV interview me, which no, not going to do. I'm happy here, I'm comfortable here because this is my space, but absolutely no way on BBC News. It was so bizarre. I did little work for about 2 or 3 days. It became quite stressful, quite honestly, because I just kept being contacted. It was the most bizarre week I've ever had. Unusual week. So, what's the moral of that story? Be careful what you post online and where you post it. Although it was all lovely and good and helpful, but that said, wow, you never know who's reading it. Really crazy. But there we go. Anyway, and yeah, lesson learned. I do look at the app now occasionally, because I've decided that it's almost less intrusive than the radio or the news on the TV, because you can choose to read more if you wish. So they've got something there, haven't they? Oh my God, I'm not their target audience, obviously. Anyway, I've been waffling on for too long. I've got to crack on and get some yarn wound for Unravel. If you're coming, please come and say hi. I'm in the usual spot, and it's always so lovely to see you and meet you and chat about yarn and knitting and all things wool, basically. And if you're not, then I hope I see you at the shop update. But whatever you're doing, wherever this finds you, I hope it finds you well and happy, and you look after yourself and enjoy your makes. And I will chat to you soon. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.